Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm with Frank playing on the FTOG Rails and Pipes pack. How you doing there, Frank? And it's time to do some plastic work. Yes, and you can see that Frank is stuck there because I put these little fence gates and a little... Yes, stay there. And the little pressure plate so I can easily get out, because I had several of the guys come in here and die. And I think that was because they jumped up and touched these wires and just went zap. And I was AFKing down here doing other stuff and processing things. And all of a sudden I said, why do I have wool and mutton in my inventory? Anyway, I wanted to make some of this plastic from industrial foregoing. So many things are used by that in industrial foregoing for recipes, and so I went ahead and made the tree fluid extractor, and that's pretty cheap to make. With that beastie here, let's slap it down. With this little wrong direction, let's come this way. With this beastie, this will grind wood and make latex. So I've got rubber wood, and this is from the Tech Reborn mod, and I had several trees of it way up there, and I chopped them down and planted new ones. So this gives you, I think it's like 4 times the amount of latex. So that's a definitely good thing to have. And then we need the latex processing, and I'm going to move that over to here. And this will take power. It takes water and latex, and it turns it into little tiny pellets of rubber. And let's put down that. Let's hit it with some power. And power. All right. There we go. And this is starting to make latex. So we need to move this latex over. Let's put that there. And there's my configurator. One more. There we go. So out, and I like to in. Even though the out is sufficient to pull, I like the in there as well. And can I put this here? Hot diggity, I can. All right, and that's the sink from cooking 4 blockheads, and I love it because it is such an excellent water source. It is a single block water source, and really good volumes of water comes out of that. I don't think there's any real limit. It's just whatever the connection is. And these are the wimpiest of the mechanical pipes, but it does everything that I need. So you can see the water here is taking a bucket worth, and then it's like 75 millibuckets of latex, and it makes this little tiny... Can I snag it? Nope, not fast enough. They should be... Yep, they're floating along here, and they're starting to make tiny dry rubber. So let me go ahead and grab 9 of these. And, oh, you didn't see those. That's from a previous test. And there's the dry rubber. I'll stick that there. And then that you can toss into the smelter or furnace of any sort, and that will turn it into the plastic. And then we watch that go up. There it goes. Zoom. There's the plastic zooming along, and... now I have plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process 4 of these rubber woods, and that should give me quite a lot of latex. Looking at this, you can see that it's done damage to this wood, and after a little bit, it will go ahead and break and disappear. Oh, there we go. Time for the next. Good. There we go. And now it'll make me more latex, which will make me tiny dry rubbers, which I'll cook along, and plastic. That's what 6 logs looks like, just over a stack of the finished plastic. And I went up and chopped down a couple more of the trees because I didn't need all the trees up there, and converted the sap into rubber. You can use plastic every place where you can use rubber, but you can't use rubber every place where you can use plastic, which... Anyway, now that I've got the plastic, and I've got a few left over because you need 9, and that's why the 5 were there, because I had run this through before with 4. Anyway, one of the things I was curious is how much tick this stuff is doing. So if you've got lag goggles installed, which is in this pack, and you hit the insert key, you can run a profile for 20 seconds. Well, I already did it before, and you can see stuff. So this was while this was fully processing doing stuff. So this is causing some tick. This is causing, well, it's 49 microseconds worth of action per tick. And the various connections and whatnot. These machines doing nothing are doing very little. You know, the little connection tubes. Here's my power. You know, this one was pulling out. This guy just sitting here is doing 3. So probably good to dismantle him. These guys, since I'm not using them at all, I'm going to go ahead and break them right down. Pop, pop, and pop. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and stick them in here because, you know, that way I can resurrect them again later if I need it. And yeah, the lag goggles information will stick. Hey, Frank, you go away. Don't get in there. There you go. You can see how much having animals around is causing, which is very, very little. But let's go up. And looking in here, oh, there must be some animal or something out there. These farms, because I'm doing absolutely nothing with them, they're doing absolutely nothing tick-wise. So I'm okay with that. Interesting. This guy's doing 1 and this nothing. All right. Let's see what else is going on in here. This did a little bit of ticking. Oh, I hit these with black dye. And this is, you know, because it's terracotta, that's looks like dark brown, and that's very black. So I may hit this with white just to get it back to the fridge colors. Back over here, tiny amount to the power cell back there, my repair. Very small amounts, especially since I broke the big one down there. But over here, yes, Botania and its spreaders, they are fairly high little bits of tick, considering that's higher than anything else I've got here in my area. Not even that one. No, that was 49, 41. But that one was heavily doing work, and that was just sitting there. So that's kind of bad. So typically I break it when I'm not using my spreaders. But I've been, as you can see, I've got a bunch of mana in here. I've been intensely pumping in stuff while I'm here. But for right now, just to show that off, I'm getting rid of it. And you're doing nothing. So anyway, that's what I love about lag goggles, to see what's going on. You can see the generation up there is producing a little bit of tick. My thermogenic whatever generators up there, they're doing a tiny amount. Yeah. That's something really, really nice to be able to do, just to see what you're doing. And when you see stuff that's running hot and heavy, change it. Try something else. Open up a single player world. Try various things and say, well, if I'm smelting with the say the elite factory of mechanism, and it's doing X amount of tick, but this guy does as much and it's doing way less, go with that one, or vice versa. You know, just be nice on the server because everybody else wants to play on it too. And, you know, it's a reason why I don't have umpty gazillion, you know, mobs running around, because they all add up. Anyway, that's not what I want. I want to go into the Nether, and I'm going to explore until I find me a Nether fortress, and I want to set up a mob farm to get blaze rods there, because blazes spawn in the Nether, especially in the fortresses. And I may do a separate one for outside of a fortress, so that I can get ghasts, because they also spawn there. And, well, you know, Endermen too, but mainly the ghasts. Oh, let me turn this off. Ah, much better. No more red things around. Anyway, off to the Nether. You thought I'd be in the Nether at this point, right? Well, you're wrong, because I'm back at the base. I've been in the Nether a whole bunch of time and done a lot of tunneling in there. Found a Nether portal, not a Nether portal, a Nether fortress. Found a good spot to make a mob farm. Well, 2. And right now I need to do some rail work. So one of the things I found was a manual rolling machine by Railcraft. It was in one of the villages, and I asked the guys if they minded, and they said no, so I went ahead and took that. And I need to make some rails. Specifically, I want to make some booster tracks. Now for that I need a wooden rail bed. That's 4 of these wooden ties, which is creosote and slabs, and that's what I've been doing down below. So you can see I've got a bunch here, a bunch there. Let me make 2 of these. Those go there. Oh, before I do that, I'm gonna do 2 of these. Hey, you're supposed to make these. Oh, it's in a rolling. Never mind. They need to come over here. And there we go. So this will roll there, because I need these advanced roll rails from them. Why are you not working? Oh, I guess the first one... that's rude. The first one obviously just fires off, but subsequent ones you've got to click. Well, now I know. Plus it's like the vanilla Minecraft table that it just explodes your stuff if you aren't careful. Okay, so... let's take those 2 rail beds there, and... oh, that's right, I was going to make 2 of these. I clicked here. Oh, it's going in there with that one. Okay. Anyway, let me get my 2 sets of powered booster tracks. And I don't need... actually, you can stay there, you can stay there. Made a advanced fluid tank from Mechanica because I can use that as a bucket. I turned the bucket mode on, and that's been very handy in the there in the Nether. And I've got a bunch of other bits here. Don't need this one. As you can see, I've got a cart detector, and the recipe on that is super simple. And then the cart dispenser. And the recipe on that is just a regular vanilla dispenser with a minecart, but it didn't actually consume the minecart, which I think was very nice. So I've got 3 minecarts instead of 2. That one's going away there. All right, into the Nether to show you what I've done. And it just so happens, yeah, I dug this out. It just so happens that there is a Nether fortress about 362 blocks that away. And just off to the side a little bit, if we take a look at the map, yeah, right over here is where I've got my Nether farms going to be set up. And I set myself up a path to get there. Now, I've run the bottom route multiple times where I just go down here, hop off, and run over. And I decided, no, I actually want to have set up for this a nice way of doing... oh, that's interesting. I had never noticed... this must be a Railcraft thing. I just right-clicked and it swapped that out. Can I right-click this again? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. Let's put a booster track right there. And here's where I've got my bits. Now, these... okay, so here's my... distracted again. Here's my tunnel. And I decided, you know, something that looked nethery, and I had so much nether rack from doing this that I said, sure, why not? This is my tunnel. Since this is a bottom slab, nothing can spawn here, and because these are rails, nothing can spawn on that too, which stops the stupid pigmen from spawning once I hit all the redstone blocks. And a little bit of lighting, lava for effect, just so that I've got something cool to look at. So I need to run down all of it and hit the redstone with the powered tracks. But down here, I need to go ahead and set up a dispensing system. Let's break that. And I want... let's break that too. So I want a cart dispensing system right here. That's... go away. That's this detector, and it's going to be at the same height as the... is that the right spot? Yeah, let's do it right here. Nope, because if I put a powered rail right there, that will be powered, so no. All right, Let's go ahead and put it right here. And a block. That goes there, and I'm putting a bit of redstone right underneath it. And because this little lens thing is pointing at that, that's where when it detects a cart, it'll point there. All right, now here I'm going to put a cart dispenser, and I'm going to toss in my 3 carts for right now, and that's going to get a powered rail on top of it. And I don't have another one of these rails. Fine, I'm going to take you. I need to make more. All these rails I snagged out of a mine shaft in the mining world. So let's. I didn't have any nether bricks on me, but I did have slabs. So let's go ahead and steal that. Actually, I want to break this, break that, and I'm going to put another bit of redstone right below here. There we go. What did I break? This thing here. All right, and then this is getting a button on top. So when I press this, it will go ahead and activate the dispenser, which will dispense a track. It will also power this rail and start it sending off. And that should, let's clear off my inventory so it looks good. And I right click this and off I go, which is pretty cool. I think that works out very nicely. Now, let's put this there, hop in. When I come back, it's fairly slow. This detector will see that there's a cart there and just suck it right up, and it gets sucked up into the dispenser underneath. Pretty slick little setup as far as I could find, and it should dispense me, right about in this kind of area. So my task is to make a bunch more of these tracks, as well as place down the booster tracks, and that will get me all the way down there, because I've run this so many times as I've been building these walls. I don't want to run it anymore. And what time is it?
It's about 1:30.
Well, yes, but no, it's time to build a few things. In fact, I'm going to build my mob crusher here. That's why I'm using the plastic. And I'm going to make a range upgrade, which if I can remember, there we go, range upgrade 5. So, more plastic. And that's all the plastic I need. I made almost 2 stacks, and that was it. So let's head off into the Nether. And let's take a first ride of the rails. Whoop, there we go. I thought for a second it had gotten past me, but nope. And it's fairly fast, and it's way faster, I can tell you right now, than walking this. Way faster. So I'm very happy about that. And because of these things, it should not have anything spawn, because nothing's going to spawn on top of that. There's solid blocks, but they have the bars on them, so nothing there. So yes, this should be a nice spawn-proof area. Stuff could spawn way down there, which would be a ghast, which is not too bad of a thing, but not right now. All right, let's see if I got the dismount done here. Oh, very nice. All right, so while I was setting up and getting all those ready, I kind of hit the side of this with a little bit of chisel to make it look good. This is going to be my ghast spawning area, because it's outside of the Nether Fortress, and they should spawn. And I know that they will spawn because I had one spawn on me as I was running up one time, and I went, dodging fireballs, and came up and killed him, and he didn't give me anything. Well, because he sucks. Anyway, way down here is where I'm going to do my Nether Fortress farm. And I've done some work down here, but it still needs a little bit more work to finish it off, which I've got stuff here to make that happen. Oh, I was going to drop off some minecarts up there. I'll do that in a bit. So what I typically do is I come down here and I find a area that is one of those cross areas just because it makes it really easy to do the work in the area. Anyway, it's 3.5 blocks tall. Could have been 3, that would be just fine. 4 doesn't matter because the gas don't spawn in the nether fortresses. So a little bit of chisel and bitting, not chisel and bitting, just chisel to get some differences on the wall. Dirt so that I'll get the cursed earth in here. And I just realized I am missing something. I am missing the glass that will make this so no light goes in. And this is actually going to have to break that there and put it over here, because the glass is going to go right there. Yep, and it does. I can hear it go. Alrighty, so this needs power, and so I'm going to put, there's my power cell. I'm going to put that right underneath. And are you constantly going down? No. Good. I wanted to make sure that this would only fire off when this is doing something. Let's hit the range on that. Turn on the working area. And I really can't see. Let's go outside real quick. Anything? Okay. Quick check, just making sure that was the case. If I have done this right, yeah, see there's the working area. It will kill everything in that spot. And so that means I don't need anything by way of... Oh, that's magma cream for our cube. For a second I thought that was a redstone lamp that was unlit. Anyway, this up here, the reason why I have that lever and the piston is I'm going to put some lava right there, and that will pour exactly to this spot and pour down, and that will be my turn off method. You're just bound and determined to come over here, aren't you? Well, fine. Take some of that. Oh, ah, man, he's got a range on him. He's got a range on him too. All right, die, guys, die. A few more here. A few more. Did you get me any of the magma creams? I got some sulfur from... I got a molten heart. Well, no magma creams. Well, darn. Anyway, so that, allows me to turn it off. So we'll come down here. So, 2 things. This is kind of cramped space, and I haven't done any work over here to uncramp this space. Let's turn that off. Thank you. One of the things I wanted to do is take... this is going to produce fluids, and I'm going to put that there, and there's my fluid pipe. And where's my... Nope, that's the crafter. There's my configurator. Out, in. So that will do the mob essence that this will produce. And then over here, let's break that and put down my... No, that's the compacting drawer. There's the drawer controller. Put that down right there. Plop. And let's take one of these guys. Stick them right there. You go in. You go out. And that should take all the stuff that's captured from the mobs in here, should get shoved into that. Now I would like to have a wall space of the mob drops here. I think let's go with that for the nonce. Let's break that, break that, break that, and that. Okay, trim. Go underneath. There's the trim, 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 trim. Nice. And now I can start putting some drawers on here. So those drawers there. And drawer, one of those drawers, and the 2 drawer. All right, that should have everything I need as far as what this will produce, if I have calculated correctly, and that's a big maybe. Let's move all this stuff off. Sulfur is going to go in this spot right there. Dink. The molten core, that heart could go there. And let's open up. Let's move. Give me a little bit more room. All right, this is this first drawer, because you do get occasional skeletons that will spawn, and those are bone drops from the withers, which, don't care. And now we want these, so skeleton ribs, wither skeleton ribs, and we already had the molten core. Next. Okay, so there's the sulfur, the coal, the wither dust, and the drop of evil that comes from this as well, from the withers. And this is my leftover. I keep hitting inventory when I should be doing this. Let's grab all of these. All right, so wither skulls, definitely want lots of those, definitely want lots of those. Want to compact up all the gold that's made, and then rotten flesh and my magma creams can go there. And there's my keys. So if we hit the controller once and twice, nope, maybe on the face. There we go. It likes it much easier on the face. And we'll close that. I'll probably put a trapdoor here just so we can access the energy cell. I don't have a way of moving the power around yet, which is okay because I don't have glass here yet. Now, my learning from past mistakes, I'm not going to actually turn on the killing floor or the drop of evil here and turn this into cursed earth to start spawning stuff until I know that this is working and all this is in place and it's sealed. Oh, and I have my off already set up. So actually we can do that right now. Now, the other thing I could do is I could put a torch, one of those mega torches here to block other mob stuff around here, because if we look at the area, yeah, what happened to the mobs? Okay, there's some mobs around this area. They would just kind of stop that, but that means a lot of the people wanting to hunt for wither skeletons around here would be blocked, and so that's not all that nice to do. So I shan't. Whoa. Yes, I've got multi-jump on my boots, which is really handy. Here, let me show you. Jump, 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 jump. And then the ring of slow falling, that charm, that I can go quite far with that. And I've used that here in the Nether multiple times. Okay, let's put down some lava right there. And I need some netherrack to cover this up and to cover up my cough that's coming on. Quick slurp. Okay, so the lava is away. Put that, and it should flow down. It's lighting up. There it goes. So that should cover up. Perfect. So that will stop mob spawning everywhere because it's bright enough that will stop it. This is a little dangerous. I don't want to be that close, but I'm going to have the glass there, so that's not an issue. So no mob spawning. I can turn that on off. I've got my mob crusher. I am going to put a lever on him. He is always active on redstone signal. So I can turn it on, and power-wise, still no power. So good, this will only consume power while it's actively doing stuff, and it's going to So 40 RF per tick every 25 ticks. Okay, that's fine. That should run for quite a while. That's 8 million RF there. Mob essence, mob items, those are all locked. I haven't done this piece here, which is getting rid of all the extra bits. So for right now, I'm going to break that. I'll put down a chest. Well, let's put down this first, and then a chest. And this is just the catch-all stuff for right now. I want to say go in. Hop down here and turn that to out. And that's right. I can't. Gotta get out of here. That way, since these are all locked, anything that goes in there that isn't one of these things will go into this and then into the chest. And after I run this for a while and I realize it's just bows and swords, whether they're gold or stone swords, then I can go ahead and put a trash can right there, have this go into the trash can, and it just voids everything that goes into here. Oh, you're locked. You should not be locked. You should be unlocked. There we go. Now it's the right thing. Anyway, but I always set this up to begin with so that it doesn't have that, so I can make sure that there's not something else that's popping up. I need to get a trash can and make some dark glass, and let's head up real quick. I love that when I don't hit the up arrow, I come flying up here quite fast. That's much nicer. Pretty slow going back down. Oh, I wanted to go ahead and put minecarts in, because there should be just the one minecart in here. And the question is, how do you get minecarts into that cart dispenser down there? It's just this easy. Because the detector says, hey, there's a cart. Fired off the activation, and away it goes. So I'm going to put, because most of the time I'm going to be down there coming back. Well, actually, I should put 3 on both sides. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to make those things, and we'll turn on the mob farm and see how it goes. So, of course, I had to make a second trip because I didn't bring 2 ink sacks. I just brought 1. So, looking at the dark glasses, these, I'm not sure if these actually block light. Maybe, I don't know. But this one from Extra Utilities requires a bunch of extra steps, and I went, no, I'll just do this from Pickle Tweaks. So let's put one there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and then there, and there, and that should block it all off. If I had an extra one, I could put it right there, but I don't, so I don't care. And let's do one last thing. Because, ooh, can I break that? Oh, good. Made me worried. Let me grab my one and only drop of evil here, and let's curse this land and start this a-going. This is the part where you start. Oh, it's gotta be active. There goes, dead. Ooh, that's a problem. Alright, so that will go ahead and kill stuff. Things are... Whoops, no. Keep that on. Stuff is going through. I'm going to have to make a faster one of these transporters because that just is not fast enough. It doesn't seem... yeah, it seems to be catching up. Okay, that's good. Let's move this and put it on top. There. Boom, dead. Because that way it's stopped flopping the trapdoor. And if we look at this, how's it doing power-wise? That's going to last a long time. That's going to last a good long time. Yay, I got another drop of evil. I'm going to need that for up above. And I just saw a flash of a sword pop into here. Let's see what we got. Okay, these I got up above when I killed a wither skeleton and a skeleton. But you can see those a bunch of swords all dropped in. So that's looking like it's working just fine. Not much by way of skulls coming in. Oh, but we're definitely getting the blaze rods. That's definitely what I wanted. We are getting pigmen giving me the drops of our drops, the little bits of gold. So yes, that is definitely working. Oh, 2. Perfect. So this looks like a definite success. It's loud too. Let's back up a little bit. Oh, not that far. So this is definitely working, and let's do the one other thing of turning that off. It's not super fast, but that works. And the one thing that I worry is that will burn the actual cursed earth underneath it. Let's give it a few more seconds to see how it's going. How's this doing? Yeah, out of 4,000 buckets, it has 2, almost 3, so that's plenty. And so yeah, I need to put some upgrades in here, especially void, to make sure that those all just go away. Triple check. Yeah, looks like this is working just fine. I think I will put the trash in there right now. Let's put that there. Let's configure that. Get my configurator. Configurator goes. Okay, so that's now going into here. I will pull all these things out. Oh, they're still going into here. Stop that. There. All right. Ooh, hey. Out. You can see him get slucked up right into the trash there. Perfect. Oh yeah, I'll just use this because I don't care. And I need 2 nether bricks, which I got. There we go. Done. Okay, let's turn that back off. Let's see if that burnt any of the cursed earth underneath. Nope. Looks all good and dark in there, so yes. That is exactly what I needed. So yay! Quiet you. So, what did we learn today? We learned to make a mob farm here in the Nether. I'm going to do something very similar up above, but I'm going to use that right now to manually get ghasts, which are going to be very slow spawning. But I do have that 4 drops of evil there, which is good. I need 1 of those plus 1 of these. Oh, let's do that right now. I need 1 of these. And that will give me the cursed lasso. So if I punch a ghast down to 2 hearts, I can then capture him and use that for making a ring of flight, which would be very nice. But that's for a different episode, not today. Anyway, it has been Grok the Duck Farmer here, having some success with a mob farm, and knowing that this is working just fine. I think I may make one really close to spawn for people. It's going to need a lot of like pressure plates so people can stand in a spot to turn on the farm, and then they can go around and stand on pressure plates that would dispense items. But not right now. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here, playing on the FTOG server, doing a little Rails and Pipes pack, and having too much fun. And thanks for watching. Bye.